A DL woman or a down low woman engages with other women, but they like to keep it very hush hush. A lot of these women are married and they are in relationships with men. Also, a lot of these women come from conservative or very religious backgrounds. A lot of them are deep in the church and they do not want to disappoint their families when it comes to what they actually want, which is other women. They usually have a ton of internalized shame and they fear being judged, rejected, or discarded. They not only feel the pressure from society, but they feel the pressure from their families to have children and to marry men.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Grown Man Talking Incorporated. We have a very spicy topic for y'all today: the undercover wife or girlfriend. We always picking on the down low man and the undercover man. Now it's time to flip the side. So make sure you share, share, share. If you enjoy the show, subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure you tune in. Grown Talking will return to your screens with life's deadly zones and moving on. When you broke up with your ex, but in moving on with someone else, but he comes back and have a problem and says, nobody but me. Hey, let's see what the man gonna talk about. Also, tune in to tomorrow, the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour Family Game Night. We coming on live. Y'all can interact with us. We're gonna have some family fun and laughter. Also, do not forget that we also got the Powerful Poet contest going on. If you're a poet and you know it, hey, send those videos over to my inbox or Dwight Robinson's inbox. The judges are patiently waiting. We are getting videos in every day. So, hey, let's get it going. You never know. You might be that one powerful poet of 2026. Also, Miss Keisha, the co-host of the show, she has they have a little pageant going on. So I'm gonna ask y'all to please love and support on her. If you want to, go ahead. She has a cash app right there, the $ Keisha Savage. We're gonna get more in depth about it during the show. So now we're gonna go ahead and turn it over to our DJ.
Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? Welcome to Grown Men Talking Incorporated. I am your host, DJ Mac Jones, bringing to you guys a very interesting topic tonight. And as Spicy Gray said, we hope you guys love the show. And if you love the show, please subscribe to the channel and support the channel. So without further ado, before we get to talking about the topic, let's start welcoming in our special guest. So let's go with Miss K Marie.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. Hello. I can't wait to talk.
I had Keisha on the man. Sorry about that. All right. Special guest joining us on the show, Mrs. Terry Sakina, author, mother, and everything in between, guys. Wait until you get a whiff of this tonight.
I think she just lost signal, so we'll bring her on when she comes back on. She just dropped.
Okay, so while we're waiting on Mrs. Terry Sakina, we are also joined by my brother from another mother, powerful poet winner of last year and the year before last, y'all, Mr. Dez, the shot guy. That's my brother.
What up, what up? Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
Absolutely. All right. So
the DJ, she's in.
Okay. Let's bring up with us our special guest, Mrs. Terry Sakina, everybody. Okay, I think she's still pulling. While she's pulling, though, I'll start with you, K. Marie. What did you think about that video? What did you think?
I have heard of this before, women who feel obligated to live the conventional life, but they actually have an attraction or appetite for the same sex. And I think it's very possible. I think it happens more than often.
Hmm. Okay, Des. What? Same question. What do you think about the video? First of all,
Was kind of right on it because, just dealing with it from a personal aspect,
same question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, no, she was pretty much on because, all the women that I know that went through that, that, it's this, they're hiding behind something,
Mm,
and it's that they are, like they scared to come out the closet because they're afraid of how they're going to be accepted. You know, am I going to look at you the same? Because dealing with family members, they had to go through those situations before. So
right.
I can understand where she's coming from as far as that goes.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So then let me add into that. Don't go nowhere. Do you think that justifies being in the closet just because they're worried about how somebody else is going to look at them?
For me personally, you can do what you want to do, but I don't think that justifies it because you're going to have to deal with it sooner or later. So you might as well just go and get it out the way. And why
Right.
you worried about what somebody, you should never worry about what somebody else think about you anyway. So I guess I'm kind of biased on that when it comes to that because I don't think you should worry about what somebody think about
Okay. Cool beans. K. Marie, same question.
Repeat the question.
Do you think that it is okay to justify how what you hiding in the closet by saying, "Oh, well, I come from a church home," or "My parents gonna look at me this way," or yada yada yada, things of that manner?
No, I don't think it justifies it. It's a reason, but it doesn't justify it. I think anytime you step outside of a relationship, whether you stepping out with a man or a woman, regardless, nothing justifies that because you could just leave and and live your truth. But
Right,
because you're not wanting to live your truth, it's never justified to step out.
right, right. And I agree with you 110% on that. Terry, I know you had some trouble getting in. Did you get to see the video? Oh. Okay, she'll be back. So with that being said, if you're going to live in this so-called fictional closet that we're talking about, and I do mean to the ladies that's living in that closet, what do you tell your children? Des, what do you think would be a word of advice for the children that will see this? Because you can't keep that from them. They in the house with you 24/7.
it. They need to sit down and talk with them, and let them know what's going on and don't let them try to figure things out. But as from the kids' perspective, I think kids are going to love their parents unconditionally,
Absolutely.
regardless of what they choose. So I think it'd be up to the parent to, hey, look, let me talk to you. This is what's going on. This is how I feel, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is who I am.
All right.
Don't just don't judge me for who I am. Just continue to love me the way that you love me because I'm not going to change how I love you because I'm choosing this particular lifestyle.
Got you. Okay. As I was saying, Terry, did you get to see any of the video?
No, I could. This is the first time I've been able to log in.
Oh my God. Okay, well then I'm gonna swing back your way. Hold on, K Marie, same question.
I mean, what are we telling the kids? Are we telling the kids that mama no longer likes men and wants to be with women? Or are we telling the kids that mama is stepping out on daddy with other women? Either way it go, I depending on the kid's age, I don't know if that's a conversation for them. I don't even know if they should be involved in that conversation.
Okay, pick the age that you think the conversation should be at. What do you tell the children?
Uh, well, it depends. If mama is stepping out on daddy with a woman, I don't think no child should know that information because that's
Hmm.
betrayal to the daddy, period.
Hmm.
But if mama is choosing to step into her life and actually living that life, there's no age range on on that portion because they need to know their surroundings and the obstacles that they may face because of her decisions as well.
I like how you just said that the obstacles that she just might face as well. Okay, Terry, I'm gonna pull you
Yes,
in
sir.
like this. I'm gonna pull you in like this. What
Okay.
obstacles do you think a woman would face
Mhm.
when involving the children in her personal life? Not saying she's telling them, but the risk that she's taking by going about it by being in the closet about it.
Well, the risk she takes either way is 9 times out of 10 the child is going to find out anyway, be it when they're young listening to grown people who are going to be talking about the parent, or once they're older and they realize what was going on. The detriment to me that it would cause is that, like I was saying, and when you and I were talking the other day, is that once that child gets older, and they didn't realize, you start to take it out, or they start to take it out on their mother, on that parent, because for some reason it does something to them. It makes them feel some type of way. It makes them angry and resentful. So while we think it's not a kid's business, or they need to stay in a child's place, you kind of need to address the issue with them and let them know what's going on, because your child might ultimately turn out, just grow up and only like women, period. And you could have just told her and had that conversation. So for me, that would be the downside of it.
Dance. Same question, bro.
Well, I do believe that it would affect the child a lot differently if they just happen to figure it out on their own,
Mm.
versus pulling me to the side, and telling me, this is what's going on. Because that's like prime example. I'm, just hypothetically speaking, that's like, how you see all in sometimes in the movies where when the grandpa died, you find out that he had a gay lover and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's very dramatized. It's
All right.
traumatizing.
Yeah, dramatizing and traumatizing on the Okay, let's go, baby. What you think?
I agree to a certain extent. Like for a child, okay. So if mama is stepping outside of her marriage with a woman, like I said before, that I don't feel like that's none of that child's business at that time. If mama is stepping in her truth and she is living and cohabiting and dating, and that woman is going to be around that child, then yes, she should know. But if she's not living in her truth and she's still sneaking around and she's not bringing the woman in front of her, what mama is doing in her bedroom when the child is not around is not none of that child's business.
Period.
'Cause that could confuse the child because she's not seeing it being a loving relationship. She's just seeing mama leaving and coming back home type of thing. But yeah, if she plan on being in a relationship with a woman and standing in her truth, and the woman's gonna be around the child, then yes, a conversation has to be had. But outside of that, no, my child don't need to know none of that. And what I'm doing outside the house, they have no filter about. If they find out when I passed away that I was messing around with women, that's not gonna affect nothing because mama was still mama too. Who I was messing around with don't have nothing to do with nothing.
I have to give you your propers on that one because I understand that there's no wrong answer to this question. However, you know me, I disagree. I tend to lean with Terry and Dez a little bit because I think about it like this. If you're doing something that's outside of the marriage, it's not going to be a thing to where it's going to, stay in the dark. It's not. If you're cheating, you're going to get caught. I don't care how long you think you're going to get away with it. I don't care how long you got away with it. You still going to get caught. So if you get caught and you alive, well, yeah, I understand. If you're gone, you ain't got nothing. Who cares? You ain't here no more. But if you still here and you happen to get popped off by the husband, or let's say her husband says something to your husband, now your husband is walking around there and he ain't gonna be quiet about that. What you think, y'all gonna go in the car and sit and have a discussion like that?
Question. So if she's married and she cheats on him with a woman, that should be disclosed to the kids that I'm cheating on daddy with a woman?
No, I'm just saying that there's no way you can hide that.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I said that if they married, it should be their business. But I mean, if we have a married, why did I get married table explosion and the kids here? Then she going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, she definitely gonna have to deal with that because now the kids looking at mama like what the hell, mama? Yeah, and so now when one lie comes to the table, and they're looking at that one big lie that came to the table, now it's like, well, what else is mama lying about?
Period.
You see what I'm saying? And so
yeah, I see that.
This can, like I say, I agree with what you're saying because there's no wrong answer to it. It's just, we just having an opinionated conversation right now. But at the same time, if the ball drop, there ain't enough sand in the Sahara. You can't bury your head that far deep down. I'm just saying.
Period.
All right. So, last question here. All right, we done discussed being caught or not being caught. We done discussed the obstacles for the children. Let's discuss the obstacles for the husband who's a heterosexual male and finds out that his wife is cheating on him. Oh, all right, y'all, we hear that music. Y'all know what it means. That means we will be back in 2 and 2.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when.
So you key? Excuse me. So you key?
Yeah, I'm key for the show.
You key?
Yeah, I'm key.
So I got a question for you. You know Keisha?
Keisha? My girl Keisha?
You know Keisha. I'm just asking you, do you know her?
My girl Keisha?
Do you know Keisha?
My girl Keisha? This Keisha?
Yeah, that's her. That's my wife.
Your wife?
That's my wife.
Your wife?
That's my wife.
Woman. What you mean?
That's my wife.
That's my woman. What
Stay your tail away from my wife.
Man, what you mean?
I can't believe the whole time you up here a whole female.
Man,
I'm thinking your name Key and you're a whole female. You're a whole female. You're a whole female.
Talk to your woman, man.
How you gonna tell me I'm talking to your woman?
Hey,
I'm thinking you a dude been texting my wife. Here she been texting dude Key, and you a whole female.
Me. Hey, go talk to
What?
your woman, man.
How you gonna say you gonna talk to my woman? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Are you gonna do what? Are you gonna do what?
Stop recording me, man.
What?
Stop recording me, bro.
Are you gonna do what? We all got hammers. We all got hammers. We all can take it there. We can all take it there. We can take it there. We can take it there. What to do? What to do then? We can take it there. How you gonna say talk to my wife? You stay away from my wife. You stay away from my wife. Are you gonna do what? Are you gonna do what? Are you gonna do what? Are you gonna do what?
All right. We want to give all thanks to everyone over there at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble. We see you out there. Also, we have the next week's showing, which will be with Grown Men Talking Incorporated next Friday. Life's deadly zones and moving on. When somebody feels like, can nobody have you but them? What zones are you going to be left in? Also, tomorrow, the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour Family Game Night. Make sure you tune in. We're going to have some family fun conversation, and you can also interact in the comments. So, hey, set that notification. We're going to be here live. Also, if you're a poet and you know it, all we ask is that you send over your videos. Time is clicking. As you know, March 30th is the deadline to get videos in. You never know. You might become 2026 Powerful Poet of the Year. Now back over to you, DJ Mac.
Man, I got so much to say about that. So we're going to take the last question that we got cut off from and put it right here on this video because it fits. So what obstacles would the husband cross when dealing with the situation of his woman cheating on him with another woman? K. Marie, please take off.
Baby, little Great Value Memorial was mad. She wasn't trying to have it. That was her. Keisha was her woman.
Oh my God.
The obstacles the husband will face, first of all, is embarrassment. Because, let's be honest, how you go back and tell your homeboys your wife cheating on you with a woman? Number one. Number two, you breaking up the family structure. Now he got to regroup and find out what's going on. But on the other hand, some men, if she don't look like Great Value or Morion and she looks like another major stallion, a lot of men would have been okay with it. So it's half and half. But I think that's traumatizing to a man. If it was a man or a woman, that's still betrayal in the marriage, and that's still it's a hurt. It's a hurt.
All right. There's the shot guy in the building. What's up, broski? What's going?
I think he got his mic muted.
Yeah, your mic is muted.
And if y'all would, when you're not,
can you hear me now?
Just put your things on mute when you're not speaking, and when he calls your name out, you can unmute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you look at this video, wasn't nothing hurt but his ego, because like K. Marie said, it's like, first of all, you cheating on me, but you cheating on me with that? With that? Come on now.
Hold on.
She was tough. Because look, my whole thing is, like she said, it depends on if she would have looked a little bit better, if she'd have been like a Megan Thee Stallion or a Nicki Minaj or something, the husband might have been like, we can work this out.
Yeah, I gotta give you. Hey, I gotta give you where you stand from, because every one of us have different experiences when dealing with something like this.
Yeah, because
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say no, because you got to think about it. Because like K. Marie said, first of all, his ego is bruised. And just to find out this way, like he said, I'm coming. He think he about to run up on a whole dude, and here come little knockoff Bone Thug in Harmony. So
not shin bone.
and it's sad, but hey. But that would make as her husband, that would make me really question what it is that she sees in me. It would make me rethink our whole relationship if she's gonna cheat on me with another female, especially one that I'm looking at like, come on now, you can do better than that, baby.
Hey, it's a good thing we don't know what the wife look like, so we're going to leave that right there. We're going to put a pin in it. We'll come back to it later. Terry, what you think, baby?
I'm mute. Okay. I agree with a little bit of all of them, but the way I see it is if a woman is like literally constantly messing with other women outside of her marriage or something like that, one or two things going to happen. Either the husband gonna want to participate and they gonna start walking through the grocery store with upside down pineapples, or this is like Monique was saying at the end of her show that day, this is a woman who's been hiding all her life something that she actually desires, which is to be with another woman. And so be it your family, community, whatever it is that is keeping you from being yourself, and she's stepping outside of her marriage and doing that, it don't make it okay. But he's either gonna be like, have a problem with it, like you doing something I'm trying to be doing, or like I said, they're gonna be upside down pineapples.
For the audience out there in the chat that's listening to me, everybody mute please. For the audience that's out there in the chat world listening, I have no idea what an upside down pineapple is. I'm just laughing my ass off about it. Excuse me, because I was in shock when I heard him like who tied what?
You lied. No, you
lied.
You don't know what an upside down pineapple is?
You don't find that suspicious?
Shout it, swing my way.
Okay, there you go. There you go. All right. In my humble opinion, my opinions differ from everybody's here. And since we all got a good opinion to have and pass around, here's my humble one. I think the husband is butt naked wrong. I really do. Because that woman could have took you off of the planet. While you out there woofing about what you got, she could have actually had it and took care of that business right there. Also, why are you running up on Key like Key is a he? Once you found out it was a she, there's nothing to talk about. Like, no, I'm not going to. First of all, your girlfriend popped. I want you to know this. I'm going to tell you as my wife, your girlfriend popped. I wouldn't touch her with you, let alone you touching her with you. The nerve of you to disrespect me by going out there and downgrading. So my opinion is different because I can't see me being in an argument with a woman about my woman cheating on another woman. I'm not finna be arguing with her. Listen here. Let me get out y'all way. How about that? Let me get y'all. So y'all can be happily ever after. I'm not finna argue with you about you and another woman. Like, what does that say about me? That I'm out here, stay away from my wife. Stay away from my wife. You're hollering at the wrong person. You're supposed to be telling your wife to stay away from Key. And if she won't stay away from Key, then you should have been gone. See, I would have been gone anyway, but because Key upset my stomach, so I'd have been gone anyway. That's just that. But you're arguing with the wrong person, Pimp. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell I'm fit to argue with my woman about another woman. And this is just my personal aspect of it. I'm sorry. to give you guys to give you guys a chance to further expound on what I said. How do you feel, Des, about the man running up on the woman, arguing with her?
Now, like you said, that was a bit much because, like, when she said you go talk to your woman, talk to your wife, talk to your woman about that, like you said, that's exactly who he should have been talking to. But him running up on her, would he, like you said, would he have ran up on T like that if it was a dude? Is he doing this just because it's a female? And how does that make him look? Like you said, I mean, that's just a verifiable fact. We just seen it. We just witnessed it. So, and he didn't look like he was doing too good in that situation. He could have handled it differently, but you know, we can sit here and say all of these things, but when you in the heat of the moment, you never know where your emotions is going to take you. Especially, it seemed like he was a little already insecure and unstable from the beginning because he was going through his wife's phone.
Well, I hold my emotions and I pray every day to God. Please, God, I'm praying right now. Do not let my emotions take me from arguing with my woman to arguing with another woman that's sleeping with my woman. Amen. That's all I'm just saying. Des, thank you very much. Okay, Marie, what you think, huh?
Listen, you know my motto: if you can take them from me, you can have them. Look, I'm not arguing. I'm not. Hey, Barbara, this is Shirley. I'm not doing none of that.
Not hey, Barbara, this is Shirley.
I'm not doing none of that. He shouldn't
Absolutely.
approach her, whether it was Keith or Keisha or Kanye, whoever it was.
Right. Kenneth, Keith.
Yeah, all the case. The argument should have stayed with his wife. The approach should have stayed with his wife. I feel like the only time you approach the other party is if the other party is coming at you on some individual personal stuff. So now
Right.
you didn't cross the line. But in this case, she didn't know. Even if she did know you existed, she ain't bothered you. Your vows was with your wife. Your wife broke them vows. So if that's where your wife want to go be it, then go ahead and tend a little bow wow.
Oh. I want to solicit another answer in response to the adness that I know who's listening closely and dearly. So, Spicy Gray, tell me now, honey, what you think about this one?
Honestly, I'm just a firm believer that no man should be approaching no woman. I don't care what her preference in lifestyle is. At the end of the day, that's still a woman. I never believed in that. Always believed a man should approach a man. He shouldn't be confronting a woman. But at the same time, if she was a woman like me that carries something everywhere she go, you know, you got to be careful because I don't play that.
All right, all right, all right. All right, Terry. The question was to expound on what I said earlier. How do you feel about the man approaching the other woman?
I strongly agree with what I just heard. I don't think that, first of all, a man is naturally stronger than a woman. Now, there are some women like us, country ass women who grew up like we grew up fighting men. So to fight a man, you know, it's nothing. But if I'm going to fight a man that is like 6'5", 240, and he know how to get down for his crown, no matter how good I could fight, that would be a very stupid decision. So to me, for a man to want to beat up a woman, like she said, no matter what her preference is, no matter how she carries herself, no matter how she dresses, if she wears cologne, no matter who she thinks she is, it's pretty obvious that she's a female. And so that would be like beating up a child. So I don't know what would cause somebody, especially as an adult, to just walk out and full on assault somebody, especially behind another sex, because when you get done beating that person up, they just gonna go mess with the next person, and the saga goes on, and then you end up with in a uniform with a number. So
All right. I firmly agree. Like I said, there's really no wrong opinions or answers here, and that's why I love to hear you guys speak on topics like this because we get to broaden our perspective on things instead of just pointing out problem after problem after problem. We actually get down to solutions one way or another. Don't matter how you look at what's best for you, it's what's best for you. So callers out there, if you have a solution that you want to call in and talk about, we will definitely be opening up the phone lines for you guys tonight. The phone number will be streaming across the bottom of the screen so that you can call in and give your opinion and thought on how you feel about this topic so far.
And also, DJ Mac, I want to include that one thing the person has to remember. You trying to go at the other person that they messing with, but that person wouldn't have been there if your person that's supposed to be loyal to you wouldn't have opened that door.
Period.
Yeah. So again, I blame it. I blame the husband. I don't care what the wife did at this perspective now because you're at an innocent person.
Yeah.
You're way in the wrong now. And what was you doing going through her phone for, Kenneth? What is wrong with you?
That's exactly what I was saying. When you go looking for it, you find it.
You're going to find it. There it is.
And he found it. And he didn't know how to handle what he found.
Yeah.
So to me, that was stupid. That if he already had these insecurities, he knew something was going on. He could have just came straight to her. Why are you going to try to, like they say, don't check the pimp, check the hoe?
Period. Or what is he not doing?
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I think I hear music playing in the background. Give us.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun, weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm
talk about DL women. Y'all talk about DL men all the time. You always talk about men. Let's talk about the DL women and why they are so obsessed with lesbians. Let's talk about what actually a DL woman is. It's women who are emotionally, sexually, or romantically attracted to other women, but are openly living in that truth. So they may be in heterosexual relationships or marriages. They often are scared of being judged, rejected, or losing comfort and safety. But their curiosity, desire, connection with women keeps bubbling up. So when they meet a confident, open, emotionally free lesbian, child, it's like game over. And let's talk about it, because I know a lot of people, especially a lot of straight women I've known have said this. Oh, no other woman made me feel this way but you. And that could be true. You have a lot of straight women that don't like girls, but they like this one particular girl. But you still like girls, bitch. That's what I'm trying to point to. It doesn't matter if it's just me. You still have an attraction to women. See, lesbians carry that I know myself energy. DL women are often confused, depressed, still figuring out. Lesbians are confident in their desires. They are emotionally bold and unbothered. They aren't seeking validation from men. They have freedom, softness, and that power. That combo is magnetic as fuck. So that confidence is very addicted to somebody that's still hiding. Also, lesbians offer emotional safety when men don't. Let's be real. Some men, or men in general, don't always know how to emotionally nurture a woman. Down low women or straight women often feel unheard, unseen, touched but not felt. That's the key. Or loved conditionally. Lesbians, especially soft femmes as myself, with emotionally intelligent, provide validation without shame, gentle touches with meaning. So when I touch you, baby, I mean that shit. Real conversations. I'm not asking you what you're doing every fucking day, all day. I want to know genuinely how your day was, how you feel. What made you cry today? Did something upset you? Also, we give you space to feel seen and soft without a performance. So this hit different. Once they feel that, it's hard to go back to surface levels conversation. So for example, you've been talking to a straight woman and y'all been having these deep convos. I'm talking about literally everything. It feels kind of like weird when you go back to surface levels conversations because you're so used to talking deep with this woman. Also, let's talk about the sexual chemistry. It's explosive. Let's be real. Some women, especially DL women, or let's just say straight women in general, are sexually unsatisfied. They're curious to be touched with care. They're fantasizing about intimacy that's more slower, deeper, softer, and just mutual. See, we females that like females learn the body of our female partner. So we understand the female body. We know what makes you feel good. We know what makes you go crazy. We know because we're a female. We know where we want to be touched or how. We move with intuition, emotional awareness. So we prioritize pleasure, not just performance. Even if you have a straight woman or a DL woman that's just curious, once they get touched by a lesbian or a female that likes female, obsession starts. A lot of DL straight women have a lot of trauma. It's just not attraction. It's fear, shame, repression, and heartbreak too. So most straight women are used to sex that is fast, performance-based. It's only focused on the man's pleasure and lack real emotional presence. But when a woman that likes women touches you, it's intentional, observant, and sensual. They're not just trying to make you finish. They're trying to watch how you breathe, reading your reaction, loving your body.
Hey, bro, crank it up.
I'm gonna keep my opinion in the back for a minute. Des, what did you think about this video?
Well, when she started talking about, women are more emotional. Women are emotional creatures. Men are very logical. So, if a woman wants to be touched like that, it's not, it's almost like she's saying that a man can't touch a way that a woman can, or, make her feel that way. But I do believe, and I agree with one thing that she said, though, also. A lot of these women, they're really not being satisfied with men. So therefore they turn to women for that, what they missing. So as far as that go, I agree with her on that as reasoning why, so I can't say that she wasn't at least on point a little bit to me because of what she was saying, because I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen everything that she's talked about actually happen and go down. So I can understand where she's coming from.
Hey, Marie.
I can't relate. Everything that she was saying, I can get from a man. I think you just like what you like. I don't think it's that deep or to the point to where it's because one does this and the other one doesn't, or I get more over here than I get over there. They just attracted to what they attracted to. It has nothing to do with it because there's a man out there that'll do from A to Z of everything that lady listed. Everything. That's my point.
I thank you for having so much faith in us. Terry.
I'm sorry.
Hey, she ain't never lied. Like, I'm talking about A through Z, run it back, flip the R. Kelly 12 play, all that, and then some. Like, what?
And then some.
Totally concur. I didn't hear a couple of them quite naturally. I keep getting knocked out. I'm gonna have to figure this out. But I'm like her. I agree. You have to like what you like, because I don't understand women who say, well, a man won't do this and he won't do that. I don't know what you got going on, but like, I've never met a man who wasn't a part of the freak show. Like, and everybody have it in their own way, but I mean, that's what it's all about. Like if the bedroom is undefiled and what we're doing is like some animalistic ass shit, like you're definitely not going to need that from a woman unless you're a vegetarian, because at the end of all that, we got to hit it back to the where's the beef?
Somebody give her the horn for the vegetarian.
Yeah. I'm putting that one in the back vault. Spicy, do you want to say anything before I say anything?
I'm just gonna put it like this: my disabilities in my neck, in my knees, and in my back. Ain't nothing wrong with my hands. I don't can no other woman do what I can't do for myself, but I prefer a man.
Hello.
So I'm like K. Marie. I can't relate.
and you had a bunch of the ladies in the comments that couldn't relate either. But let me tell you something, right? While y'all heard what y'all heard, all I heard was, I don't know how to pick the man out that's going to please me. So therefore, I'm going to sit here and talk to this woman. And if I find interest in this woman, then I might go down that road with her and see if she knows how to do it. In other words, I just heard excuses. Mm-hmm. I just heard enablers. All I heard was, I'm going to bump grass because he can't do this or he can't do that, or I'm no longer eating meat because it tastes like this or it tastes like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, let's apply that logic to a man. So like she said, right? A man doesn't have to like all men. He could just be interested in one man.
Yeah.
Does that make that all right for that man, people? Because somebody started off. I ain't going to pick nobody. One of y'all pick it off. Somebody get tell me.
I mean, that's his business, but he don't only like just one man. It's like eating one Lay's. You don't just like one.
Can't just have one chip.
It don't make it no difference. He's still gay. He's still gay.
Yeah, period. Once you have that experience,
that's all I'm saying.
If that's your preference, if that's what you like, do what makes you happy. You know, just don't.
Listen, well, if you started off saying I can't relate, I'm with you. I can't relate neither, because I might say my brother Des, right? That's a handsome young gentleman, that's my brother. That don't mean that I'm looking at him from the lens of, ooh, I wonder what he could do. Never in the day. Never in all four of the evers. It's never gonna happen.
But them two different type of
but see, real men that ain't into men can tell another, hey man, look, boy, you're looking sharp today. You're looking casket sharp. You're looking rather handsome there, young man. You know what I'm saying? You're looking rather dapper. And that's the thing that I'm giving you props for your outfit, nigga. You put that together.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, where you shop at.
If you put that together, right, then please tell me how me and Dad's gonna sit down and have a conversation that's going to now have me interested in who he is as a man intimately. How? What could he say? What could he possibly say to me? So again,
can somebody say nothing for 200, please? Alex?
Nothing for 1,000, Alex.
He gonna say
200 ain't enough. Listen, all I'm saying is I'm hearing this in enablers. The reason why I don't like him like that no more, or the reason why I stepped out on him with her, is because she knows how to make me feel in this department and he doesn't. But there are men out there that know how to make you feel like you want to feel in that department, excuse me. So why didn't you just go find the man that you was looking for? I rest my case.
No, I was gonna say she gave up hope because she just lazy. She lacks hustle. She lacks motivation. She just want to hit the easy button.
It's not that she was looking for an excuse or a way out. That's not what she wanted to begin with. She's
Yeah,
always had a desire for a woman.
yes. Because
I think
again,
this,
me and my brother cannot have, listen, me and a stranger, let alone my brother, we cannot have a conversation where I become attracted to that man. It's, where did you get this from?
Hey, but you'd be surprised. It's some dummies out there that be falling for the okie doke.
Well, we got a 75%,
and they get lured into it.
We got a 75% rule with the population. We can't say the word that they are, but 75% of them are on that train. And we're going to leave it right there because she thought she was really explaining something. That's my whole theory about it. To the thinking woman, and let's not talk about me, throw my logic out the window. To the thinking woman, that means she could just come up to you and start talking, and then next thing you know, oh, she is cute. Oh, I like her. Like, oh, girl, your booty is cool. You really gonna fell for the banana in the tailpipe?
That's all it was, and that's what I'm gonna say. She sound more or less like you said, not an enabler. I call them that's a womanizer. She was speaking like a womanizer. Because that's everything that she was talking about in that video. That's what a womanizer would do.
she was trying to manipulate people.
Yeah,
manipulate. And somebody is under her comments. Listen, her name Legendary Joy. Everybody on TikTok, go look at it. Somebody is under her comments. Yes, girl. Go ahead, girl. Mm-hmm. And I bet you that's 75%. 75% of her whole timeline is under her comments saying that. And that's that bus that I'm talking about. They are all on that one train. They can't, this here don't go all the way up, you know, it don't reach the top floor.
Hey. Well, you know, everybody, they like to ride that caboose, so that's why they on that train.
Okay, next question then leads me to this. Now that you understand what you're dealing with, if this was to happen to you, no matter the time frame, no matter the investment, no matter anything that's involved, the children or anything, how hard is this for you to walk away from?
It wouldn't be hard for me to walk away from it. It really wouldn't, because like K. Marie said, that's what you wanted out the gate. So you might as well just go on with it. I can find me somebody else that's gonna be for me. Obviously you wasn't for me. So why am I gonna sit here and, you know, and try to work things out per se? When it's at the end of the day, we get into it, what you gonna do? 9 times out of 10, run back to another woman to try to fill in that space. As she was saying, use those excuses. That's what you're gonna do. So you might as well just let's just kiss and say goodbye. Matter of fact, we ain't even got to kiss. Let's just say goodbye.
All right, everybody, the music is playing, and you know what that means when the music takes off. That means we'll be back in 2 and 2. Let's do it.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night. That's when
I always hear the DL men, but I really never heard a story about the DL women. And ladies, if this true and y'all got women out there that's hitting on other women and they act like they miserable in their marriage and they saying they want to be with another woman in their marriage, just same way I feel about the DL men, I feel like they're the scum of the earth. If you like the same, if you're a man and you like the same thing, just come out and do that. Don't be down low. Don't have a wife and kids and all this over here, and you playing in the dirt road, and then you want to go down here and play with these women. Same way I feel about the down low women, man. If you playing down low, and you out here playing on this on your husband, and you really like that over there, but you don't want people to look at you the same way. You don't want to be embarrassed because you like women. Man, just come on out the closet. We're in 2026. People out here ain't judging like that no more. It's so in our faces, so we used to it now. But I can't stand people to be manipulative. We said, well, you know, man, I can't tell them because people gonna look at me a certain way, so I gotta go and have kids. No, if you DL, you DL. I'd rather you be open with it instead of playing with people, because I'm gonna do the video either later tonight or first thing in the morning about how many STDs being passed around. There's so many AIDS and herpes and gonorrhea and all this stuff being passed around, and it's because people's playing behind people's back. Man, you have to be honest and open with yourself. You have to be honest and open with your partner, man. People gonna mess around and hurt you, man. Playing with their feelings, you get yourself really hurt really fast and really bad.
All right. You guys enjoying this show? Put the purple hearts in the comments if you enjoying what the topic is about and how they are bringing it. Also, we want to remind y'all that coming next Friday, the Grown Man Talking Incorporated will be back to your screens with Life's Deadly Zones and moving on. When the ex feels that he should be the only one in your life and he don't want you with no one else, and you step on certain danger zones. Love sometimes can be dangerous. Tune in and see what the guys are going to bring. Also tomorrow, Talking Heart Discussion Hour, we're having family game night, conversation, laughter, and some fun. So make sure y'all set that notification. Come on in, interact with us. We're going to be live tomorrow, family game night. Also, if you're a poet and you know it, hey, get before that camera, roll the video, spit your fire, and send over that video. We have 4 judges that's waiting for y'all to decide who will become the 2026 Powerful Poet of the Year.
Okay. All right. Y'all heard what y'all heard on the last break with the video coming through. So, K. Marie, let's start with you, hon. What did you think?
I think he's right. You know, come out and be forward, but I think the reason why the topic of down low men is more talked about than down low women, for the simple fact it's still it's still taboo for men to be with men, but for women to be with women it's become a trend almost. Like some women only get with women for the trend. My girl got a girlfriend. It's in a million songs. Like it's way more acceptable, but there are still things that will cause pain within relationships by doing so, even if it is a woman. Just be honest. People just need to be honest and walk in their truth.
What did he say? There's the shot guy, brother. What do you think?
He basically said what we had already been saying. K. Marie already said, walk in your truth. I would prefer for you just be straight up front with me, hell, because I don't want, like, just from the male perspective, you know, don't be up here, you know, acting like you all tough and rah-rah, you know, like, say, just an example. I play sports. We all, you know, after the game, we got to take our showers and stuff, you know, don't be over there sneak peeking and shit. You know what I'm saying? If that's
Not
what you're gonna be,
sneak.
that's what you're gonna be. Don't be
My
trying to act
God.
like you something that you're not, because you know that's like you got a lot of these, all of these real buff, muscle bound ass dudes, and some of them is just as sweet as coffee cakes. I ain't, making fun of nobody. It's just a fact. You've seen it all the time.
It's not about being made fun of, it's being absolutely truthful. So
Yeah.
all the muscles in the world don't grant you nothing in being in a same sex relationship. It's just like, what's the muscles for? You wasted time building that.
Yeah, it's almost like you facade, putting on a facade. You just you're living undercover. And that's not right. And he did make a bunch of relevant points too, also about the STDs and stuff like that. Because you know how many men that have been down low and taking that back home to their wife, and now they wife then got pregnant, and now they having a kid that's having a side effect from this particular disease that he done gave the mother.
Mm.
And vice versa as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say you took the words right out of my mouth, because if you take a disease back home to your husband, he's going to be thinking that you got that from another man. And then you have to disclose the fact that you was out here with another woman and got that disease. Oh no, dog. K Marie, what you talking about?
Yeah, that's when that explosion is gonna happen. And she gotta come home and explain she didn't get that disease from a man. She got it from a woman, so that man's gonna get a double whammy. Because he's
Mm.
already gonna have a preconceived notion of what's gonna happen, of who it was. But that's dangerous because that's playing with somebody's life. Some people will snap. Ain't no, you go your way, I go my way. No, we both going 6 feet under. We've read all kind of stories where this has happened. Just, I know I keep saying the same thing, but it's redundant to me because it's 2026. There's no way nobody should be living in their truth. And for the people who are still shaming folks for wanting to live their truth, y'all need to get y'all some business too, because that's the reason why a lot of this happens. Because you got other people sitting around telling other people how to live their lives and what they should do and what normal looks like. And then you have people trying to sit up and play that role for other people. I need them to stop worrying about other people. I need other people to stop worrying about them. Everybody just mind your business. Make sense?
If we had a society of people, excuse me, I'm sorry, you need this first. If we had a society of people that knew how to mind their own business at the appropriate times. See, because it's not just about minding your own business, it's minding your own business at the appropriate times. We could nip half of this in the bud to begin with, because it's too many people worried about what's going on in her relationship, what's going on in his relationship, who they with, how long they've been together, things of that. Mind your business. That be the problem with people. And a lot of people mistake privacy for you trying to be slick or you trying to hide something. No, it's none of your business. Because it's my joint. What I do with my joint is what I do with my joint. What you do with yours is what you do with yours. But by in no means necessary should you be worried about what I'm doing with mine and who I'm doing it with. That's none of your concern unless I bring that to you. And if I never bring it to you, you should never ask her, you got a girl, or what girl you dealing with, how long y'all been together. Why would you even consider the disrespectful question You see what she said? Hold on, put that back up there, Spice. Put it back up there. Just let it linger. I want them to see that. I want them to see that. Look at that, ladies. Stay out. This is a woman telling you. A woman is telling. So you think that a man is being secretive or something like that because he's telling you, don't worry about where I put my joint. It's mine. Don't worry about who I'm with. Don't worry about who I'm talking to. Don't worry about who I want to be with. That's none of your concern. That's between me and the person I'm talking to. But this is why when you start getting this type of stuff, then the other stuff start happening. When people start plotting and planning their own relationships. And so now you got this secretive woman that's sitting here with your girl and they having conversations and you done disclosed business that you weren't even supposed to put out there. Because if you unhappy with me, how come I'm the last one to know? Why you ain't told me you unhappy with me? You want to fight and argue with me every chance you get, but you won't tell her the details of why you angry with me or unsatisfied with me, should I say. Because my brother said, she said earlier that, a lot of people are unsatisfied. Well, why are you telling her? Terry, what do you think, honey?
Ask me again. I didn't hear you.
What do you think about the conversation of people not understanding when to stay out of other people's business? And so you find yourself in conflict with somebody because you was in their post-marital, post-relationship business, and now you got somebody confronting you or coming at you about what you talking about or what activities y'all are doing now that you in my business.
I find it maniacal. I mean, why are you in somebody else's business? Everybody has enough problems of their own. So why would you be worried about the next person, their problems or their business or what they're going on? And while you worried about them, did you call and ask them if they needed their bills paid, how their children were doing? Did they have any clothes? Like, it don't cost you a dime to stay out of mine. That's what we used to say when we was growing up. Like, it really don't cost you a dime. So I've never understood that. I've had somebody tell me before, I know more about you than you know about yourself. And I was perplexed because I don't know how you could possibly do that when the only person live with me is me. But why would you concern yourself enough? Like, you have to be one bored, miserable individual to involve yourself into another person's life like that. So I find it absolutely preposterous to be that type of person.
There's the shot guy. What's happening, bro?
Yeah, I say, first of all, they like you asked the question, why are you telling them and not me? It's a lot of times people use that because they want to have somebody on their team. They want to have somebody on their side, somebody that'll tell them what they want to hear. So they're going to tell that person everything bad about you to make them more sympathetic towards them.
Hold on. Before you go further, watch this. Carry on, sir.
So you know, you gotta, and that's why, you know, you have people that's in your business because, like you said, they going to run and tell everybody but you. And a lot of times that stems from them not having to face the irregularities or the issues that they have going on in their own mind. So they have to pick and choose which one of yours and pick on yours in order to make themselves feel better about the lack of understanding that they have of themselves.
All right. Say Marie.
But you know what I was thinking? All this is being said kind of circles back to the video of the girl saying listing all the reasons why a woman wants to be with a woman.
Uh-huh.
The only reason why she can list those reasons is because these women have been running back and listing these excuses as
Hmm.
to why they now want to jump to that team. So it's kind of full circle. The video kind of they connect the dots. You running back, you talking, you say, well, he don't want to do this and he don't want to do that. And so that also connects it to the other video because that's probably why Lil Bow Wow was mad because she felt like you ain't been doing this, so why you questioning me about my wife? Keep your business in your household. Have a conversation with your mate. If you're not being pleased emotionally, physically, financially, mentally, that needs to be a conversation within your household, within your relationship.
Now, I want to talk. I like that. I like that. Pause that right there. Everybody read that. That's sitting here watching the screen right now. She says they probably need someone to talk to because they are not comfortable with talking to their mate. Newsflash. Let me shoot. Here's the fire. If you're not comfortable with talking to your mate, that isn't your mate.
I wouldn't say that that's not your mate. I would say you first have to be able to be comfortable with having the conversations that you're uncomfortable with having.
Listen. If things that are supposed to be between me, let's say me and Spicy, right? It's supposed to stay between me and Spicy. And Spicy goes and tells K Marie something about what's going on between me and Spicy. Now, I'm not saying that me and K Marie is friends at that time. I'm just saying she goes down and talks to K Marie about what's going on between us. What are you doing? K Marie is not a therapist. She's not a counselor. She's not a psychiatrist. She's just your homie. What are you doing? If you wanted to go talk to somebody, I could have paid for that. And you could have got an unbiased, opinion. Then you could have had somebody help you come back and talk to me. But then K Marie, since this is your homie, the most you gonna get from her is, girl, I don't see how you put up with all that anyway.
I don't 100% agree with it. I think everybody at this big ripe age is guilty of speaking to somebody about relationship issues that you may be having.
I
The
am,
two
I
issues,
am, I am. I ain't gonna lie. I am. But when do you learn? When do you learn?
but the two issues is you have to know who to go talk to. You can't talk to all your friends about your relationship problems. Number one, and number two, all details do not need to be included. Let's stick with the basics.
Because she does not need to know how much cucumber you ate. That's all I'm saying.
That part.
She does not need to know about the salad and how it was prepared. She does not need to know about none of these things that you are spewing out of your mouth about your relationship. Because little do you ladies know, at sometimes when you're doing like that, we're talking about women that dip off with other women. But what if this is between two heterosexual women and your woman see your woman's friends see what she's saying, and so she like, well, if she's so unappreciative of what she got, let me get that. Because this is a conversation that is as old as Adam and Eve. That right there has happened more times than you can count on the planet. So why is you sitting up talking with another woman about your man for anyway?
The thirst of 2026 is real high.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth because that's exactly what I was about to say. You keep on running your mouth to your girlfriend gonna get curious. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, you walking in the door, and there we are.
They doing the monkey, the Matrix monkey.
Look, instead of her looking for another lesbian, she's gonna be looking for your man.
Right.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Uh-oh. Hey, go put it back. Put it back. She sealed the deal. Not many people are neutral parties. They will give unsolicited advice because they could be jealous of you. Sometimes your enemy is closer than you think. Yeah, she gonna want to see. She gonna definitely want to see. Especially if you out there bragging about high class taco meat. Oh my God, you better not be out there talking about the expensive taco meat. You know that was. Listen, I ain't listen. I'm just gonna tell you. You better learn how to keep your mouth closed, young lady. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Keep it to yourself. Spicy. Are we on the roundup?
Yeah, you could go ahead and take us out and give the nutrition of the night.
All right. For the nutrition of the night, since Terry kept popping in and out, I want to hear Terry give us the nutrition of the night. Tell me what you think is good advice for the audience out there listening.
I think good advice for the audience listening is to mind your business that pays you and stay out of other people's business. That's first and foremost. Second of all, I think that people should embrace who they are. I mean, if you like women, you like women. If you like men, you like men. If that's the relationship that you want and that's the security that it gives you, the only person that you put on this earth to please is yourself. So you might as well just go ahead and do it. It don't matter who like it. If your parents don't like it, if your friend, your sister, that means they don't love you, because at the end of the day, love is what conquers every single bit of it. So if you love me, you're going to love what I do no matter what, because you only going to get me one time.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the Grown Men Talking Discussion Hour this evening. Is Friday. We hope you guys enjoyed the topic. We will be back tomorrow for Saturday game night with the family, where I will win yet again. I hope you guys come through to watch me win.
You sound like Mrs. Dwight over there. Like that. It sounds like a
Come watch them lose. Come watch them lose.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. We had Terry Sakina on the panel. We had my sister K. Marie on the panel. There's the Shot God, and I am DJ Mac Jones. See you guys tomorrow.
Lock it.